Okay, it says we are live. Excellent. Hello. Welcome. Happy Friday. I think I have this pointed a little lower than I normally do, so excuse me. Pardon me. All right. That's a little better. Okay. Hello. How are we? I had a chat with Bestie before the stream. It's nice to sort of chat and vent. So I think most of Wednesday I was sort of like ball of energy, chaotic thoughts. Thursday I went out with Mom to like a senior expo type stuff. So that was kind of fun. There was a Tai Chi demonstration there, which was great. As well as a bunch of other vendors to give information or drum up business type of thing. So it was kind of fun. Mom signed up for, I think, 98% of the like giveaways and door prizes. So we shall see if she's able to get anything out of that, other than like a ton of emails, because I'm sure those are headed her way. But it was still fun. And then when we were driving back, we saw that there was a grand opening of a new Dollar Tree. So we stopped there and got some more stocking stuffers, but also just because we like Dollar Trees. And so, yeah, so it was kind of nice. And I felt sort of like that crash of excess energy after doing that. And I finally like felt like I calmed down from Wednesday. So I was like, yeah, feels better. Okay, we're good. So I did ask the Tai Chi instructor if she had any tips for those with hypermobility. And her response was that you take the old adage of like only do 80% in terms of like don't go to the extreme, go to the train your body to do the 80%. And that way you are guiding your body to have that muscle memory rather than doing the full like weird extension thing, like train your body to do 80%, which would be most people's other 100%. I was like, okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense. So, but it was really fun. So yeah, there was that. And then, then I came home with Mom and we had the delivery of the Christmas stuff. So I wanted to show y'all two things from it because I want to, because I can, but also, hello, how are we? I'm just like, just tossing words at you all the time. Anyway, so first little box that I was looking for was one of the little miniature hang drums, little space drums. It's so cute, so tiny. It does come with a little thingy drumstick, but okay, let me see if I can do it to where, let me know if you can hear this actually, but I'll have to practice, obviously. But it's really cute. It has 6 little tongues, so supposedly 6 notes. And so I got them in 3 different colors. I got them red, green, and purple. So each of the nephews will have their own color so that they don't walk off with their brothers and have a fight over it. Alexandra, I found this on Temu, and they were, I think they were like $4 and some change, maybe close to $5. But I was like, this is perfect for them because it's not too big. It's not going to be too loud. So, hopefully not too obnoxious to where my brother and sister-in-law are going to hate me. so there's that. Then I found some like foam boomerangs and like really just like some random fun things. But I also, the other cool thing that I got, which again is for the nephews because we spoil them. So I got this and I was like, what is this? It doesn't say what it is. And then I was like, I shook it because I repacked it. It doesn't sound the same way, but it sounded like wooden puzzle pieces. And I was like, maybe this is the trebuchet. But then I found the wooden trebuchet puzzle piece thing later. And I was like, okay, well, this is not the the trebuchet then. Y'all, I'm so excited. They're so cool. I might have to order another one for myself. But they are the 3D printed articulated dragons that are in like the color change, like duochrome type thing. Because like if you look at it in one light, it looks blue, and then like you turn and it's purple. And they're so cute. So there are 3 of them in the box, and they're just adorables. And I think the box of 3 was again like $4. So again, Temu, which I was like, yeah, this is a way to do Christmas presents that, you know, they're likely to break, but we'll think is cool. And I'm not going to break the bank on doing it, but it's like, they're very cute. And they're all like slightly different colors. So this one is more like bluey, and this one's more purpley. So like, hopefully they won't fight over whose is whose. You know, but like, so I've got 3 little Chinese dragons that I can give to the nephews for their part of their Christmas present. And they're just so wiggly and they're cool. So I was really excited to get that yesterday. But yeah, so there you go. I will not reveal any more secrets as to what are in their stockings. So I don't think they're not allowed to watch YouTube at this point. So you know, but yeah, so it sounded like puzzle pieces to me. So I was like, what is that? Because it doesn't say on the box what it is. So, but I was so pleased that they were much bigger than I anticipated. I thought they were going to be tiny. So I'm pleased with that. But yeah, so I also got, and these are on Amazon as well, I know, but they had little gift bags. So I bought these in 2 different sizes. So they're just little drawstring bags, so you can put like treats or whatever in them. So these are the smallest of them, but they come in different patterns. So you don't have to like physically wrap things with a whole bunch of paper and tape, and you can use these multiple years. It's great. So they have the little bitty ones that are that size. And then I got the ones that are bigger, that are yay size. So I can wrap a whole lot of things in these. So I'm not too worried about that. So there you go. There's this is your tip from Jules in terms of like, if you buy silly things that aren't really worth a whole lot just for fun on Christmas for opening, as like things to play with on Christmas. Little drawstring bags, even paper like lunch sacks that you decorate, those are great too. So yeah, but anyway, now I can't get this back in the bag. So I'm gonna set these off to the side and deal with that later. So anyway, but yeah, so they're I think they had like 5 different patterns of the fabric in terms of like colorways and stuff. So it's great. So I'll be able to save some time wrapping all the Christmas stuff. So yay. Yes. So Alexandria says, hello, welcome. Monique says, hey y'all, hello, welcome. Kate says, good morning. It's nice and sunny here and enjoying my coffee and looking forward to our sprints. Yes, I'm glad you were here. I tried something new with my coffee this morning. I had purchased some plant-based heavy whipping cream for doing like tomato bisque soup. And I decided, well, why not put it in my coffee? Because I've heard that some people try heavy whipping cream in their coffee and then they never go back to like creamers or just like milk and sugar again. So I tried it. It was okay. Maybe I don't have the ratio right yet, so I think I'll try it again. But yeah, it was a nice sort of alternate. It definitely felt creamier in some ways than like a regular, definitely creamier than just doing milk. I will say that. Stacy says, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. Megan says, hola. Hola. Hello. Welcome. Tai Chi is a serious workout. It was definitely, because I'd never like seen a Tai Chi demonstration in person. I'd always heard about it and I've seen like video clips and whatnot, but there's no sort of like explanation to go along with it of like how you're to move your arms to do the cloud hands. And I am not a visual to logic in some ways. I don't know how to explain it. Like when I'm watching someone move, I cannot interpret the mirroring of that in my brain. So I have to have like an auditory explanation of it. And she was very good about doing the auditory explanation for it. I was like, this is great. And she also had a list of like 5 or 6 people that do Tai Chi instruction like around town, which I thought was great, that she wasn't just like drumming up business for herself, but like for her entire community of Tai Chi instructors. I was like, that's very cool. So yeah, but her demonstration was definitely more focused on like balance and sort of like getting seniors to move their body a little bit to keep their ligaments and joints more flexible, which was great because at some point we are all going to be seniors. So Kara says, I'm doing these sprints in tandem with autocrit sprints and dabbles sprints. Wow, you're just like sprinty sprint. So, okay, so this channel, autocrit and dabble. So you are sprint cubed. Sprint cubed. Love it. Megan's been dealing with school and a large essay, and the boyfriend has had some health problems. Oh no, that resulted in you driving. Hopefully, boyfriend gets better soon, and hopefully, school calms down a little bit as you head towards the end of the year. It's perfect. The drum, yes. Yeah, so this was on Temu. Let me see. I'll post a link later. So if I can remember, let me jot this down. Temu drum link. Lovely. Yes. Okay, good. CB says hello. And this was, for the, I think this is for the dragons. Yes, super cute. Absolutely. CB says, sorry I wasn't here on Wednesday. You were getting the timber for shelving project. Ooh, that could be fun. Fun. You're working on your Amazon Christmas order right now. Yes. Megan says, love the fabric on those pouches. They were so bright. And I had been looking for some sort of drawstring pouches. And Mom didn't want anything organza because she wanted to be able to like have the whatever was inside it be a secret. So I saw those on Amazon and then I saw them on Temu and they were like close to half price on Temu. So since I was ordering stuff anyway, I went ahead and bought it. You beat your tactician file of Baldur's Gate 3. Nice. Fantastic. You like Qigong, but would probably like Tai Chi as well. I don't know what the difference is between the two. Like, I'm sure that there are differences, but I don't know if I would know visually enough to be able to tell you, like, oh, it's Qigong, oh, that's Tai Chi. So I will have to look it up. You're a seniors coordinator at work and helping getting things like that set up. Nice. Fun. It was definitely fun to go. So you hope so. You're looking forward to winter break. Yay. Kara, Stacy says, Cody the writer is also sprinting if you want to sprint. What's 4? Sprint to the 4th exponential. Because you have squared and cubed. I don't know what 4 is. Is there a word for 4? Is there a word for the 4th exponent of a number? Okay, so there's like, you're kidding me. There's like 5 different terms, apparently. There's biquadrate, tesseracted, hypercubed, zinzik, and supercubed. I think I like hypercubed or supercubed better, but I don't know. I did not know that there were different. Okay, so yeah, some people refer to a number to the 4th power as in tesseracted, hypercubed, zinzik, which is just weird. Biquadrate or supercubed instead of the power of 4. So there you go. In case you needed a word for something to the 4th exponent. But yeah, so you got some Christmas bags. Excellent. Good. You've had a very stressful day. Oh no. Well, hopefully you can chill with us. Have you had dinner yet? Have you had a bath? Have you relaxed? That is your mission. So I do have tea and water, so I can choose between them. We need to do the poll that I did not set up yet. My bad. Okay, so the question today was, what is your writing ritual? So start a poll. What does getting ready to write look like for you? Question mark. Gather snacks and drinks. Light a candle. Spouses/kids out of the room/house. Or let's see, what else? Gather snacks and drinks, light a candle, spouses and kids out of the house or room. What else could be? Draw a tarot card. /oracle card. Because that is apparently one of mine. Okay, so there you go. There are some options for writing rituals or like getting ready to write, what that looks like for you. And we will pull a card. Okay, we pulled the turtle in the inverted position. It's number 62. So I'm going to change. There we go. So we have the turtle. Slow and steady wins the race, of course, is the turtle's mantra. But again, this was in the upside down position. Pushing too hard or rushing to leave others in the dust is not the way of the turtle. Even if it seems at times it is the way of the world. The turtle wants you to remember that you are a human being, not a human doing. In the protective position, the turtle is giving you a message that the best thing to do right now is to let go of the drive to compete or to control or to do more. Instead, simply be. As the Old Norse saying goes, we do without doing and everything still gets done. The spirit conspires on your behalf, so slow to a crawl or even to a stop, releasing any fear that life is a race that you might be losing. Trust that peace, prosperity, love, and purpose are all yours to enjoy right now. Do not do, simply be, which is a good message, especially in the light of anxiety and everything else of just like, it's going to be okay. It's like you do not have to spend all of your energy just being anxious, because just being anxious is not going to help. So you don't have to carry the weight of the world. So, ooh, Monique pulled Death, which is card of transformation. Are you switching projects? I can't remember if you had talked about being close to done with one or thinking about moving to another. Kate is at the office today, so no candle, but writing music in the background. Yes, I did not put music. So light a candle / music. Yes. I get that. Stace says, I quite literally cannot concentrate if my hubby or kids are in the room because they keep talking to me and they will wait until you are writing to talk. Yes. Yeah. You had lunch in town, went to the pharmacy to find out about a booster on the corona vaccine. Yep, for going to Texas next year. They don't do it at the pharmacy, or like they don't schedule appointments that far out, or what? You got the bus home. The driver did a dum-dum and a baby almost got hurt. Oh, I'm glad the baby was not hurt. I'm glad you were also not hurt. And I'm glad you made it home safely. You drew the 3 of Swords, but the Hierophant jumped out. Oh, okay. So you have a 2-lesson day. Cool Gamer says, hi. Hello. Welcome. CB says, had to get off 3 stops after your usual stop, and there was a sign in the window about the vaccines and ear syringing. Okay. Oh, ears ringing. Oh, okay. Okay. I think. About the vaccine causing like tinnitus, that kind of thing. Because there are lots of things that can cause ringing in your ears. So also, I've realized that I always say it tinnitus because that's how I learned it, but it's apparently like tinnitus. There's many letters less than I always pronounce. So tinnitus is how you're supposed to pronounce it, apparently. 5 of Spades, Swords, Betrayal. In Sense and Sensibility, Lucy Steele appears sweet and kind, but her actions are treacherous. Yes. The 5s are always that short-lived victory or short-lived defeat as well. So, the Jane Austen Tarot. Okay, no, it was ear syringing to get rid of wax in the ears. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, we have to kind of, thankfully my mom has never had like a huge wax buildup issue, because one of the most recommended ways to clean out your ears is to do the mix of isopropyl alcohol and hydrogen peroxide, and then just like let it fuzz up and then like dump it out the other way. But she is allergic to isopropyl alcohol, so she can't do that. so yeah, or like the candle thing, which somehow physics does magical things with the candle. But you have to be very careful with that because you could burn your hair or your skin, depending on where the wax drips. So, that was the big convoluted pharmacy in town. Scottish government isn't allowing pharmacies to do such. Oh, interesting. You've always pronounced it tinnitus. You have it. Yeah. And that's, I don't know. We went to the audiologist uh, very briefly, and both the ear, nose, throat doctor and the audiologist both pronounced it tinnitus. And I was like, is that how you say it? Anyway, so you're kind of the Italian who gets lots of wax buildup, and it's such a huge pain in the butt. Yeah. Um, yeah, I get a good amount of wax, but like against all doctor recommendations. We have always, like, my dad, my brother, and myself have always used Q-tips like pretty much daily to like get a little bit out. My brother's is really bad, so every like year or so he should go to the doctor and get it like extracted. Sometimes he doesn't, and it's like 3 years down the road, and then is kind of bad. So yeah, you have awful problems with wax buildup. Yeah, it's not fun. So do you, and you even have narrowed eustachian tubes as well. Okay. Heartstopper is all in your field, and now I need to watch it. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, so we have started the poll. We have drawn a card, and I think we are ready to stop yakking and get to writing, because I have all these things that I pulled down about midweek that I have not finished yet. So there we go. That's what we're going to be doing, is stuff that I put on my to-do list earlier this week and haven't finished yet. Okay. I swear I put the pause button on, but okay. There we go, and make it big. Okay, so let's do this. 1, save your document, especially if you've already been working. If not, now's a great time to pull up whatever document or documents you think you might be working on today. So I'm going to pull up mine, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up my tracker as well and my outline. I'm just going to open all the things. Let's see, when was this? That one, I think. Yes. I don't know. Anyway, okay. I'm just going to deal with that later. I apparently didn't save, and it tried to do the document recovery thingy for my word tracker. So, okay, so pull up your document, save it if you've been working. 2 is go ahead and take a sip. So cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back, that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes of the quiet bird song timer. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How was that sprint? I managed to get 367 words, plus I jotted a couple things in the bullet journal, checked on another order that I've got coming from Amazon, which they had initially were supposed to deliver it yesterday. Then it got delayed and said it was coming Saturday. Now it's coming today, maybe. So we'll see if it actually comes or not. But yeah, so I got 367 words plus a little bit of distraction in there. So how'd you do? How did you do? I also looked up a couple of fitness YouTuber stats because Monique asked a question, and weird question, is 20,000 followers a lot for a fitness influencer? And I said it feels like a lot for me from coming from like authortube, but I think it would need to be bigger for like a proper influencer. So 200,000. Then you're using other fitness influencers as a metric. So I was asking which service, which platform. And then I looked up 3 of the names that I remember. So Fitness Marshall has 6.67 million subscribers on YouTube, and Blogilates, who's both like fitness and fashion, has 10.3 million. Chloe Ting has 25.5 million. So like they are proper big influencers. But like this, that would kind of be like the top numbers that I would assign to a real big influencer. You were looking at Brittany Dawn. She has apparently about 550,000. Okay. And see, she's what some people call a micro influencer. Yeah. See, the definition of micro influencer is sort of like up for debate because some people think it's under 1,000. Some people think it's under 10,000. Some people think it's under 1 million. So it depends on who you're talking to, that they all have different definitions of micro influencer. So take that for what you will. And then I was like, those are YouTube numbers. Of course, I don't know what their numbers on like TikTok, on Instagram, on other platforms would be, because generally YouTube is suited for longer videos where you could fit a full workout. So Calvin has workout videos on a Peloton type app. Okay. And I don't know if those would be like re-uploaded to YouTube or done on YouTube and then like somehow translated into the Peloton. I don't know how Peloton works, to be honest. So I think you're going to give him 2 million subscribers on YouTube and 200,000 for Instagram, TikTok. Gotcha. Yeah. Think you're going to lean into Calvin having a bit of an inflated ego about it. Nice. Okay. Alexandria got 176 words plus some index cards for your storyboard. Nice. Excellent. 483, not too bad. You're working on a new scene and world. As you write new things come out of nowhere, so you have to write those down. Yeah, the brainstorm world building, kind of fun. Yes. 19 words plus dinner. Excellent. Good. You hate when Amazon adjusts that. Yeah, you had to cancel and reorder delivery because it hadn't even been dispatched yet. Interesting. Martha, hello, welcome. You're not sure on the words, but 2.5 pages is feeling good since you did a free run on paper. Yes, that's great. And depending on how large your handwriting is and like a size of paper, a 8.5 by 11 handwritten typically runs about 250. So if you did 2, that would be 500 plus another half would be like maybe 650, somewhere in there. 650 words. So that's impressive. But yes, I do like to free write when I'm brainstorming or when I like need that physical movement. Also, when I just want to play with pens. So Megan says, I took a shower, checked in with boyfriend. He's seriously under the weather and we don't know what's wrong, and neither do his doctors. Okay, so I'm assuming you've done the Panini test. I hope he feels better soon. And hope maybe y'all can get some answers. I'm assuming that since the doctors don't know what it is, like they have maybe given antibiotics or something and it hasn't worked. I don't know. Of course, some doctors don't like to necessarily go to antibiotics if they don't know what it is, which makes sense. CB says, count the number of words on the top line of the page, then the number of lines, and then multiply the answer by the number of pages to give a ballpark figure. Yeah. So you've already taken him to the ER yesterday. Okay. He had a battery of tests there, and today you're talking with the doctors. Okay. I hope they come up with a plan of treatment, plan of action, and that something works. So I'll be crossing my fingers, knock on wood. Good vibes for you. So, goodness, that's a lot. Everybody seems to be dealing with a lot. I was talking with Bestie today, and she was regaling me with all the things that have gone on in the last week and a half. It's just a litany of list of just chaos. So yeah. They gave him antibiotics, but they think he might be having an allergic reaction to it. But it doesn't match the known allergic reactions for this antibiotic. Ooh. Gotcha. Okay. That would be kind of scary then. So yeah. I don't know. That was part of what Bestie was venting about, was that she had gone and had to get a tetanus booster, and she had a reaction to it, or what she thought was a reaction to it, and then it didn't go away. And so then she was wondering if there was like some sort of foreign body that had gotten into it, so like maybe the tip of the needle or something, and was getting infected, or if it was one particular kind of allergic reaction that like would often lead to necrosis. And she was like having a freak out session about that. So she had gone back to her regular doctor, and her regular doctor was like, it doesn't seem like it's technically infected, and this kind of bump, because it part of it would manifested as a bump, large bump, was there's a possibility of it being a muscle damage from improper technique when getting the tetanus booster. So she's like, oh, well, but like how long do I wait before I come back to you freaking out? And so the doctor told her a week. So now she's like on a countdown, before, like watching it like a hawk, trying to figure out what it is. But yeah, of course, that's definitely not as serious as your boyfriend's, but that was sort of medical issues, and all the fun that all the more appointments and phone calls and all that. So Stace says, I texted hubby to ask him what he wants for dinner. We're going out for Mexican. Yum. Tasty. I started pork loin in the mini crock pot, so we were having pulled pork tonight. So that was what I fixed my lunch and my dinner at the same time. So I was definitely being on the lazy train today. So I threw some spring rolls in the oven and pulled pork into the crock pot. So I did no like technical real cooking today. I was just like, I want to heat things, and that's it. So lazy lunch and dinner for sure. All right, let's go ahead and do the second sprint. Second sprint is the self-promo sprint. So if you have something you want to promote, please do so during the second sprint. Also, make sure that you are subscribed and following your fellow sprinters and your fellow hosts for the sprints that you are hopping between. So there's that. So 1, save your document. 2, make sure you have a sip of whatever it is that you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I got to do some math, don't I? Okay, so I had 367 last time. I now have 808. I also apparently need to blow my nose. 441 this time. Excellent. Okay. I also got distracted by an idea in the middle. And so I commented about it in the chat. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm gonna save. Okay. So I had an idea of, and I don't know if I'll be able to make it happen, or if it would be like something that I would want to sort of open to authortube and be like, hey, here's a collaborative thing that we all should try and do. But like maybe a drabble a day for either like the 24 days leading up to Christmas, so like December 1st through 24th, or doing a Yule tidings drabble session from like the December 21st to January 1st. I feel like Yule might be, so like the 12 days after Christmas, or like anyway, the Yule, the 12 days of Yule, would be like super busy days for people. So I would think that if we chose to do that, it would have to be like pre-recorded, pre-filmed, like put into different playlists that would be live on December 21st, December 22nd, December, so that kind of thing. Yeah. But I think that would become complicated. So I don't know if we should just like make a giant playlist. Or because I don't, there would be some that could be fun to do live, but I know that December is like super busy. So I don't know if it would be fair to hold either myself or others accountable for like changing holiday plans. But I like the idea of doing a drabble a day, even just like posting a drabble that you've written, and like, that you have either shown the writing process or just read it aloud or just like had it typed up on the screen, or a combination of the two type of thing. So yeah, so I'm going to start turning over ideas in my brain and kind of seeing maybe how I can think about how doing this. But my inclination would be probably mostly pre-filmed, just like reading of the drabble, and like maybe having the drabble be like a theme, like picking a theme word or a couple of like prompt words and saying you should include one or more of these prompt words in your drabble. So like if we were going to do the Yule one, day one, you might include something like pick one of, include one or more of the words mother, cookies, or goddess, like something like that. For Christmas, might do like, have the theme of joy, or have the theme of peace or hope, or, that kind of thing. So I don't know. It could be fun. It could be fun. But I think a drabble a day, like 100-word story, could be more fun than like, short story a day or a short story a week. Like just try and like it's 100 words. It feels doable. For now. I haven't tried to do a series of drabbles in a long time, so we shall see if I relearn lessons, that kind of thing. So Alexandria says, I wouldn't mind seeing either one of those. A drabble a day. It sounds like an interesting challenge. Yeah, and so I don't know if I should like create a prompt list of like 24 words or 24 topics and like have that posted first. That way people could start posting their own Drabbles as well. I think that would probably be the easiest way to do it. And then like include a form of like, send me a link if you want me to include you in the podcast, in the playlist, not podcast. I don't have a podcast. In the playlists, like to make the 12 days of Yule or the 24 Advent calendar type thing. Stace says, that sounds like fun. It does, right? I love the Drabble a day idea. I create Drabbles all the time. Yes. Okay. So it would be something that people would at least want to participate on their own. Maybe not necessarily make a movie out of it. Movie, film, video, whatever. But that people would want to participate. CB says, well, that's good, Megan, but it's wise to learn the symptoms. Just okay, we're talking about potential of sepsis. So yeah, but yeah. You're not going to be here January or December. That's okay. Yes, the 4 Sundays leading up to Christmas and Advent are peace, hope, and joy. Peace, hope, joy, and love. I looked it up. Hope is the first one. Peace is the second. Third is love. Fourth is joy. And then the fifth is Christmas. But it is the theme of all winter holidays. So something that's easy to incorporate. Yes. I don't do video, but posting the actual Drabble could be fun. Yes. Yeah. And that's the, I don't know how I'm trying to figure out how, I mean, we could post it. I've seen some really long comments. So you could probably fit a Drabble in the comment section under videos. So that could be fun. But yeah. So anyway, options and ideas turning over in my head. I like, and I think it could be fun. So be on the lookout for when I get my act together and can figure that out. I'll have to like play around in Canva, figure out either 12 or 24 like word prompt themes that are appropriate, that kind of stuff. So, but yes, you don't video, but posting the actual Drabble would be fun too. Yes. Okay. So I need to investigate. I'm pretty sure, I don't know what the character length is. Character limit length is for comments. I don't know if there is one. I'm sure there probably is. But yeah, so, or on a blog, if someone has one, they could offer up. Yeah. I mean, I do have a blog. I haven't posted on it for a while, but yeah, Nutcracker would be worth including. Yes. 'Tis a seasonal ballet. Yes. So anyway, so I'm trying to sort of like turn that idea over my brain as well as paying attention to the story I should be paying attention to, because these for this week are still not done yet. So I keep just getting distracted by new ideas, new options. That's okay. Sometimes we just have new ideas, and that's okay. Okay, let's do another sprint. Let's go back to the 25 because it is closer-ish to 3 o'clock. So I don't want to run too much into your afternoon. Swap this over to third sprint. I am going to have to refill my tea, so I'll be missing for a few minutes this sprint. Okay, let's go ahead and save our document. 2 is to take a sip. There's the bottom of mine. 3, make sure you straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I'm now at 1343. So, calculator. I got 535 that time. Okay. So that's where we are in terms of writing for the session. I did remember to post the link to that little mini hang drum situation. So I did remember to post that. Although the prices are kind of varying now, so you may have to look around to get the better price. But the cheapest I saw today was in the $5 range. Most of them were sitting in the $8 range per drum. But there were some that were like a set of 5 or a set of 4, and that would be like cost breakdown was around $5. So depending on how many you want, that kind of stuff. So so here's the link to one of the mini drums. Kara said you think you were going to do some art and shift what you were doing, but sadly most of that sprint was taking up getting the items ready for art therapy time and also putting laundry in the dryer. You do need an art break this afternoon though. Yeah. Yep, it is very nice. I saw something that I wanted to try. I think it was somebody that's been posting like shorts of 12 different ways to do watercolor greeting cards for the Christmas holiday. But one of them was like a birch forest or an aspen forest. I think they technically were supposed to be birches, but using the edge of an old credit card to sort of like create the streaks that are the borders of the tree. Like that would look like it's fun to do, but you have to do it on like a textured watercolor paper because the texture of the paper is part of how it works. So I kind of want to try that, but my desk is a mess at the moment and will not at the moment be given enough space to do watercolors. So we'll have to clean it up. Sometimes it's necessary to do art/craft stuff that you would never try to promote professionally. You're just doing it for your own enjoyment/therapy. Yes. Yeah, that is very true. Your son has a couple of djembe drums. He took lessons in high school. I had to look it up, but it's the hourglass looking, like hourglass silhouette drums, but the bottom is not as out. I don't know. Anyway, you can look it up if you want to see a picture of it. Kate got 486 that time. Last sprint you went for a walk. It's so lovely here for November. No snow, just sunshine. Yeah, I'm getting text messages and images from the Colorado fam, and they have gotten a ton of snow. They're in the Denver suburbs, so hopefully Mama Maggie has not been inundated with too much snow. And Kara, you're also out in Colorado as well, right? Has it been snowing for you? Let me see if I can find some of the pictures that they've I mean, it's just been, and apparently today midday into Saturday there's like 7 to 14 more inches of snow that they're expecting on top of the 12 that they've already gotten. School has been canceled, so the boys are home. I mean, it's just like lots of snows. So I got pictures of snow dusted trees and road, and they sent a picture of, and my sister-in-law is at a conference in Hawaii, so she's missing all of the snow. But that was This was in one of the mornings. They woke up and this was the car. I mean, this was like early on, but just like covered in snow. Not thankfully not built up around, but it was very early in the season for it. And the boys do like mountain biking and cyclocross, so they had practice in the snow. So it was a little crazy. So, but hey, yeah. CB says 166 words. Nice. Megan says, I'm back. I haven't been doing anything. I've been wrestling with this essay, mainly your desire not to do it. Understood. Yeah. My technique for essays was always just like do the outline first, make sure I have all of the quotes and references that I need, and then sort of fill in around them. And sort of like arrange the quotes and the references that I needed in sort of like the topics to do the outline. And that by the time that I had filled out my outline satisfactory, I had pretty much written the essay already. So that's always my technique, is to just like start with the essentials of like what the requirement is in terms of like including references, and then build around that. But yeah, I definitely understand I don't want to do it. So, CB says, it looks like I'm ineligible for the vaccine. That sucks. Is there a way that I mean, I know that would put you on the flight before you had the vaccine, but potentially is there a way that you could just get the vaccine while you're in Texas? But yeah, like I can understand not wanting to go to the airport and not wanting to be on the airplane prior to vaccination. So I get that. Snow, yuck. You're in northeastern Colorado, 125 miles east of Denver. It's cold. We got a dusting, but no accumulation. Okay. You remember Arizona, living in Arizona when it snowed on Halloween one year. Yeah. Like I remember being in Florida one of the first time it snowed, and it was like a historic event, hadn't happened in like 100 years. And then we moved to Utah and it snowed all the time. Then we moved back to Georgia and it snows very rarely. So you'd like snow for Christmas, even just a little. You already have written the rough draft, but after a peer review, you realized you needed to change the order of some things and write more about other things. Okay. Well, I mean, swapping the order of things isn't too bad. So you could just go ahead and swap, like copy paste the chunks that you wanted to move. And then if you wanted to write more about certain things, like are there other references that you need to include? So go ahead and hunt for what quotes and things you need to include for those. And then it'll basically be done. Your strategy with the essay was always wait till the last minute. Same. I did this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. So when I was getting my master's for teaching, I wanted to go ahead and get the gifted endorsement then. And they did not have enough people that were willing to do it to form a cohort. So because when I went into the program, that was one of the things that I indicated. I was like, I want this, because they mentioned that they had that as an option. And so I talked to the coordinator, and she's like, I'm so sorry. We don't have that for you. But instead, I can offer you essentially like an internship with teaching at the collegiate level under the English department chair. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll take that. But it meant that technically my coordinator was my instructor for that course. And so I had to do a literature review for her on teaching at the collegiate level, and including like things that I had learned from the department chair and from the experience of being in that classroom, and sort of like what I saw, corroborating the research data and all that kind of stuff. So I started that the night before it was due. It was not great. Hey, I still passed, but it was not a great literature review by any means. I mean, I'd already read the text and everything, but I didn't put together any of the necessary information like as I went along the semester. I just did it all that night. It's terrible. I mean, thankfully I didn't have work the next day, and I didn't I wrote through the night, then crash slept, and then got up and went to the evening class. Turned it in. It was terrible. So don't do that. Don't do that. It's just a matter of making sure it flows nicely. Yeah. Yeah. Which is not bad. Not bad at all. Stace says, time to go pick up Monster from school. She had rehearsal. I hope it was fun. Keiko said, hi. Hello. Welcome. Just got off work and you're just so done. So you need to relax now. You need to either have fun or relax. So yes. The essay is due tonight at midnight. It would have been done if the boyfriend had ended up in the ER while you were working on it. And that's a very, very reasonable explanation of why you haven't finished it thus far. But yeah. But hey, the sooner you turn it in, the sooner you can stop thinking about it. So there is that in the point of like want to get it done. So don't know about getting vaccinated in the US, but you are going to ask an independent pharmacy. Yeah. Yeah. Keiko says, I came and of course a new delivery, just 3 wagons, but the nervous smile of my supervisor promised a surprise. So there were 4 wagons inside the fridge house, not the freezer house, because it was full. So what are you supposed to do? Like, the stuff that's supposed to be frozen is not frozen. That seems like a problem. So you had to make space in the freezer. Oh, Lord. And then your other supervisor was like, okay, how many can you just do them all? Which would have been 15 wagons in total. The goal was to fill up the shelves with the sale stuff and make for all the wagons that couldn't fit in. Holy crud. Yeah, they expect you to be magical. Yeah. Yeah. Did you answer with, I can do more if you help me? Get them to do some other work? Man. Oh boy. As soon as I stop working on it, I need to start worrying about the next essay. Oh no. But at least then you won't have 2 to worry about. Maybe. Oh. They expect you to be magical, make space, and then look at you with a surprised Pikachu face when you're like, this is the problem. Oh no. I'm sorry, Keiko. That seems frustrating. Very frustrating. They want you to do the carton and paper trash and then sort the shelves as well. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so like you have to open everything, unbox it, put those on the shelves, then like do away with the cardboard and debris, and then rearrange some more so that you can do it all over again. And then they asked if I knew I was alone tomorrow or if one of the students come. They're the ones with the schedules. They're the ones who make the schedule. Why would you know if you were alone, if they are your supervisor and they're the one making the schedule? I'm sorry. When did you become responsible for when or are they just asking you this as a rhetorical, did you know you're going to be alone tomorrow? Like, I'm sorry. You are alone tomorrow. Oh no. Only 2 students are there tomorrow and they're all on cashier duty. 15 wagons tomorrow. Ooh boy. You have somebody that are ill. Yeah, I would imagine so if the supervisors are treating y'all like that. Holy cow. That's the second supervisor. Supervisor number 1 is higher rank and does the work schedules. but still, like, the supervisors should talk, but that's information that comes down from above. That's not like like, the employees generally do not all have, like, a group chat saying, like, "Hey, I'm gonna be out tomorrow. Um, okay, good, you're gonna be flying by yourself." Oh. You're gonna be there from 1:30 PM to 9 PM, and the supervisor number 2 is gonna be there. Okay. Well, so I would say that you're gonna have to ask supervisor number 2 to, like, assist, because 15 wagons of stuff is too much for one person. They had to go all to look annoyed when you had your dinner for break. I'm sorry, no, breaks are mandatory. She saw the free rice in the fridge section, and then she had to drive them out of the fridge. Yeah. Yeah, no. No. You have to constantly drive the wagons out to get to the freezer house. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think your supervisor had better help you tomorrow, because it's not that's not a one-person job. Oh, no. Keiko's having it rough. Okay, send good vibes, and knock on wood that nobody else gets sick. Yeah. You're worth more than this BS. Agreed. Agreed. But also, like, you're gonna have to learn to tell your supervisor they're gonna have to put some boots on the ground and work. So, okay. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for allowing me to sort of, like, be chaotic and show you Christmas presents and throw ideas about Christmas drabble a day situation. AuthorTube Advent Calendar, maybe, is what we should call it. I don't know. But yeah. So I will try and figure out some logistics of how we can make that happen. And I will hopefully see y'all on Sunday. Tomorrow's first quarter moon. And then Monday's Veterans Day. And then next Friday is a full moon. So there you go. All right. Thank you very much. Don't forget to save. I'm going to save mine one more time. Don't forget to sip, stretch, all the good things, and I will see y'all soon. All right. Bye.